This is going to be controversial to a lot of people, but I think a lot of sellers spend too much time, effort, and money, wasted money that is, on exact match keywords. And so you may be wondering, well, why do you think that way? And well, let me explain myself. My name is Kevin Sanderson, and I'm from My Amazon Guy. In addition to being our marketing and partnerships guy here, I am also a seller and have been advertising for almost 10 years. I've hosted several PPC related virtual summits, what a lot of the best experts on the subject have to say about the matter. And I also host a PPC AMA here on this channel, which make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And one of the things that I see time and time again from sellers is this question that relates to a couple of things. And it relates to feeling that they have to focus on exact match. They have to focus on top of search and go after whatever keywords have the most search volume that are, in their mind, relevant. Now, relevancy all comes down to what the customer actually believes. And so it all gets funneled towards those things: what has the most search volume, what has the most top of search, and then also exact match. And so what's interesting is you would think, okay, should they spend all their money on exact match? Because that's being very precise, right? You're going after those precise keywords. Well, our founder here at My Amazon Guy, Stephen Pope, he had shared this graphic, which is an analysis we did of 400 brands that we work with here at MAG. And how much are they spending on all the various types of searches? And so auto actually makes up almost a third of what folks are spending on. Exact is about a quarter of it, a little bit more than that, 27.5%. And then broad and phrase are each about 19, 20%. So when you think about that, exact match, yeah, that's a decent amount. It's a little bit more than we're spending on broad and phrase individually. But if you add broad, phrase, auto together, that's about 3/4 of the spend, whereas exact is about 1/4 of the spend. And we're also being careful of targeting those right exact match keywords. And so, yes, exact can give you some more control on the keywords that are doing well, but you never want to negate a good keyword, because what ends up happening is you could still show up in broad and phrase for some really good keywords that you might not have thought of. And Amazon's trying to fill space. So back to what I was saying before, of a lot of sellers will say, well, what are the keywords that have the best search volume? And the example that I like to give, which I think illustrates this point very well, is markers. And so let's just search for the term markers. So markers. I look here, oddly enough, there's dry erase markers, which I'm going to talk about in my point here, but that is Amazon's basics. So they're giving themselves first placement and what's probably a very competitive high search volume keyword. But if you look, you've got washable markers, you've got Crayola markers, you've got crafting markers, you've got adult coloring markers, you've got all these different markers that really have nothing to do with dry erase, which dry erase, if you got the dry erase whiteboard, which fits in a very industrial setting. Okay, so we get to Expo here. Here is dry erase marker. We had to come pretty far down before we start seeing it. So if I'm selling a dry erase marker and I'm going after the exact match of markers because I'm like, hey, that's going to give me the best control and maybe show up at the top of search. Well, most of the time when I look at this, there's not a dry erase on top of search. And well, who is the only dry erase top of search? Amazon Basics. But if I look down here, if I'm a customer looking for markers and I just type in the word markers, chances are I have a completely different mindset than if I am looking for a dry erase marker. So you could be wasting money going after these shorter phrases like markers or whatever it makes sense to in your business, whereas there's probably a much better keyword I could go after, such as dry erase markers. And even if I am going after dry erase markers, if I make that an exact match, I'm missing out on a whole bunch of different phrases that might work better for me. So for example, dry erase markers, fine tip, black with eraser, magnetic. Now yours might not make sense. And so you might find, like, if I don't have a magnetic and I show up for magnetic, well, you just negate the word magnetic in that campaign as a phrase negative. And so that could be the way to get around that, to have that control that you're looking for. Now, also, you might realize there's not a lot of searches for, like, let's say, set of green dry erase markers, but maybe for whatever reason, the company color is green, the school color is green. Somebody needs a lot of green markers. So if I type in green dry erase marker, if I can type, so green dry erase markers, no, that random Amazon Basics showed up in first place there, oddly enough. But everything else is very much all about green dry erase markers, at least most of, the above the fold, so to speak. So if I'm selling a green dry erase marker, green dry erase markers is probably not a phrase that is going to show up all that often, but it's probably going to show up very well for my particular product. And so if I go after now green dry erase markers, even if I make that exact, I'm probably going to miss out on some other opportunities. So if I just type in a space after the phrase green dry erase markers on Amazon, you can see it's, I could go after maybe Expo is my competitor. Expo is the name brand there. Thin, chisel tip, fine tip. Oftentimes people are very specific about what they want, but maybe they type in chisel tip just because they selected it. And so I would miss out on, if someone, was searching for, let's say, green dry erase markers, Amazon Basics, which, lo and behold, Amazon Basics from an organic standpoint isn't even winning. So Expo is the first organic. Xtrick is. Amazon Basics is winning with a color set, or multicolor set, I should say. And then here, this one, Xtrick, this company, that's also Xtrick. I don't even know what that word is, just a string of letters. But you can see I could miss out on the fact that maybe people are typing in green dry erase markers, Amazon Basics, because Amazon Basics seems to be showing up quite a bit. So they're recognizing that brand, but then that's not even an option. So if all I did was put in, hey, you know what? Green dry erase markers is a long tail keyword I want to go after, I would be completely missing out on the opportunity for Amazon Basics, like Xtrick, and I guess it's all Xtrick that's showing up there in that top of search. And then some of the others that are showing up are our friends from SAFAIH. Expo is showing up. So I would be missing out on some of these other opportunities where, you can see here that now there's this black that's showing up. They might be getting sales on green dry erase markers, Amazon Basics, but I wouldn't be getting those opportunities they're getting because I closed myself off with exact. Couple things. Exact is great. If you know there's a keyword that's doing well, make it exact, but don't negate that keyword or turn it off in auto, phrase, and broad. Let them run. Let them continue to show you other keywords that maybe you hadn't thought of. And just realize that sometimes there's going to be some keywords that maybe they seem like a great keyword because there's a lot of search volume and you want to go after top of search because, it just makes sense because it's relevant. Well, sometimes it's not as relevant as we think. We have to think, in your niche, are you selling markers? What would make sense for like that top level keyword? Or are you more green dry erase markers? And then even from there, you could sometimes make sales for, other phrases that you hadn't even thought of, that you're closing yourself off to those sales opportunities if you're only doing exact. So hope this was helpful to you. We'd love to know in the comments down below, how do you like to look at match types? Do you only go after exact, or do you also try for broad, phrase, and auto? So hope this was helpful. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and take care.